Yeah, it's huge. And here's what I would say to you and everybody else here. We were told very years ago, share your story with those who earn the right to hear your story.
That's good.
Not everybody's earned the right to hear your story. Now, it doesn't mean that you live in isolation, okay? It doesn't give you permission to say, well, no one's earned the right. Well, then you're in the wrong. You gotta work through that process of why. Why hasn't anybody earned the right to come and be vulnerable with you? Okay, where is that going to change? What needs to change here for you to be able to be accepting of other people? Does that make sense? And so I'm telling you, when I look at the life of Jesus,
Hold on to your seat.
his life, he had thousands of people around him, right? He had 12 guys that traveled with him. And he had 3 guys that were really close to him. He had Peter, James, John. But then he had one guy that was really close to him, and that was John the Beloved. John the Beloved, that they said that he was the closest to Jesus. And did Jesus have favorites? No, but he had a connection with John. There is something special there, right? Okay, so you have people in a relationship. I'm not telling you. You have to be open and vulnerable to the world. You've got to have somebody in your life, and especially your spouse. Now, if there's woundedness, if there's been trauma, see, Terri and I, we went through an extreme amount of trauma. Not only was there a sexual addiction, there was pastoring a very prominent church in Southern California, and then we got asked to go pastor a gigantic church in Hawaii, about 10,000 people. Oh, I thought yes, but I had the affair in California, and I thought I could outrun my sin. Let me just tell you, you can't outrun your sin. I am a prime example of that. Okay, and I say that not with a guilt to be put on you; it's just a reality. And is there more seats? There's a couple more seats up here, and 2 up here as well.
2 over here.
And then 2, you can come stand up here with me if you want.
There's 2 over here.
I just want, and there's more chairs over here stacked. Can you guys help unstack those chairs? Would you mind? Thank you so much. So that we can have those open. And so I want you to understand that vulnerability with Terri and I, it took time. There was a period of time that Terri didn't trust me. And my words.
Thanks for being here, bro.
She says, good, I'm glad that you're saying you're changing. I went through an extensive healing process. She goes, I'm glad that you're changing. I will let you know in a year what I decide. And as a control freak, I had a hard time with that. I'm like, a year? I'm doing really good. That's the best I've ever done this last month. Look at this. 2 months? Wow. 3 months? I'm transformed. In a year. I'll let you know. And in a year, she was able to walk me through it. She said, I accept you back.
It's to be judged.
No, she wants to.
No, I know, but that judgment thing.
Yeah.
Judgment.
Yeah, I felt that.
And now you're on the right.
Yeah,
You be knocked off.
Well, what I saw in her is that she needed to feel safe because she didn't feel safe. All right, so there's no way she could be vulnerable ever in that area. So she had to understand what safety was. There's some seats over here in the front. Oh, over there too. Yeah. So there's a really important process that we had to work through to understand. I know every person in here, if you're married, you probably have woundedness in your marriage. That's us. Okay, good. I'll breathe you. Praise the Lord. But I'm going to tell you, there's something here that I'd like for you to understand. God wants to meet you in your woundedness.
Amen.
He wants to meet you in your trauma. He wants to meet you in that brokenness that is so deep. He wants to meet you in that scary, vulnerable, horrific place that you just vowed you would never go again. And he wants to meet you right there. And that's where he wants to bring healing to your lives. And when he brings healing to your life, then he's healing to your lives. And then what's what happens? Then healing goes into the generations to come.
Yeah.
See, my girls, I have 3 beautiful daughters. They all took after their mom. Thank the Lord, because they're just beautiful. That every one of them has had to go on their healing journey, and they're young. And so they have been watching and observing our healing process so that they then have to experience their own healing process. And then we told them that we'll pay for their counseling until they're age 30. So they will pick us up. Oh, we have a whiteboard. Can you use the whiteboard? I would love to use that whiteboard.
I
So,
thought there was a whiteboard, so I'm frantically trying to draw.
and today we want to introduce a kind of touch base on a little bit in our session is called a communication wheel. Communication wheel was developed by an Army general of all things. Well, clinical therapists, they took this thing and grabbed it and applied it to marriages and relationships. Okay, we use this all the time. My wife and I, we do these marriage intensives, and they're pretty extreme. Because what we do is we take them away to a very, very, very nice place for 3 days, and then after that 3-day retreat, then they go on a 6-month journey of every week. They work with us every single week. It's intense for 6 months. Okay, so they get to know us really well. All right, and we get to know them. But in that process, what happens is that they start to learn what it is to actually be in a healthy marriage. So I take the guys, and I have one-on-one with them every other week, and then on the opposite weeks, we work with them as a couple. It's wonderful. But we use this communication wheel with every marriage that we work through. And what it does, it gives language on how to work through challenges. Okay? If anybody had a challenge in the last 24 hours, okay, I have to raise my hand. I was honest on stage, right? It's like last night, we were just kind of raw. And we're laying there like, right? We don't normally do this. So it was kind of interesting that it happened last night, and we thought, well, Lord, I think we're supposed to say this today and be vulnerable with you. Because a lot of times what we'll do is we'll bring people to speak on stage, and we think they got their stuff together. And honestly, none of them don't. None of them do. They just keep working on the tools with what they have.
That's right.
Makes sense? So we're here with you. Okay, we might be here, but I'm looking at you eye to eye. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to work through this together. Hey, Terri, I know you're writing on the board. Can we bring it in?
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
Any questions you guys might have? You guys need to ask in there.
She's gonna try to bring this white.
So, that part of like letting yourself be vulnerable and be known, if it's something to where, like I'm the offender and I caused some past hurts and it was repeated, and you get clean of that and get to a different place. But if you're feeling a temptation or you're feeling something and you want to say, share that. If what happens then is, because it's my creation, but now all kinds of red flags and worries get concerned, and so then she sees things that maybe aren't there.
Yeah.
And the mind goes like, or it could be in the
Yeah,
past.
what it triggers.
Right. So
Are you saying, when you say she, are you talking about this person right
That's
here?
my
Okay, good. I figure you're the guest. Okay, so we're gonna assume that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, and for me, like, I wonder, well, I'm supposed to be honest and transparent about everything, so I'm going to be vulnerable because I created this,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to have to deal with,
Yeah.
and so I kind of get quiet, but go ahead and know that, well, it's all, there's reasons why that happens, but there's a bit of frustration when, no, that's not what's going on. I just was sharing that
Yeah.
this happened, you know.
Well, the trauma,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna speak for you, I don't know your story, but the trauma, I can talk to you guys, or I can talk to you guys, or I can talk about us. But the trauma that was caused by when something that smells like it, feels like it, or sees it, says like it looks like it,
It's a trigger.
whenever any of that comes up, like even if it's not, it's just, hey, I'm feeling that could be a trigger that spins you out of control into that limbic state of protection. Wait a second, that's familiar
That's
pain.
good. Yeah, that's really
Okay,
good.
now when I say that is because, what's your name?
Travis.
Travis, the greatest thing about life is that you and I are called to travel life together. This is where you need to have men like me in your life, that you're working through that, not just working through that with your wife. Okay? Not men that are going to say, Travis, oh, good job, you know what, just try to do better next time. That can look at you in the eyes and say, Travis, get your act together.
Yeah.
You can't afford to go down that path.
Amen.
Because if you ever hurt her again, you might lose her. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's not, it wasn't really quite right. It's also fair.
Okay, well,
Was always up to, even knowing it, like, all of that is gone in the past. And I guess I fear for, what it does to her, just even the anxiety level and what, because it takes a physical toll, right?
Yeah.
And,
Sarah, what do you need? If he's speaking for you, so I'm curious what you.
I'm an 8.
I was their reaction, like, or we don't think, we don't stand up for like maybe what how we might see it. What you're doing isn't necessarily bad. So I'm hearing compassion. I don't want her.
No. Yeah, I
She's
don't.
stronger than you
She's
think.
stronger than you think she is.
But an 8 can be hard to live with. So what I'm saying to you is you're
I'm an 8.
Yeah. You're empowered. I want you to do that. You're empowered. For convenience, for information, for unity, for mutuality, for intimacy. But you gotta know what you need. So it's a good question to start having. And it's like, you don't wanna hurt her, but sometimes your communication is pretty abrupt. So sometimes you just have to say, hey, I hear you, and I know your communication. This is what I need. So if it is that you need him to tell you and have that vulnerability and say, okay, yeah, it's hard sometimes for me, but pain is not always bad. Like, sometimes it's good to work through that, right? And then I have my accountability or my counselor or that I'm working with too, so I can process that. But what is it that you feel? Are you okay to say it or you want to pass?
I guess, just honesty.
Okay. I need honesty.
what she gets now. It's just, so mine was an addiction thing too, but it was substance.
Yeah.
And so with that came a bunch of balls.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's a lot of fear, like, what if that happens again? You know, I mean, it just, and so I
You
totally.
can be honest with each other. That could happen. We live in a fallen world.
Mom,
But you're accepted. Like you've heard that 1,000 times. I don't just, you want to hear 8 right now.
When I think about what Jesus did for me, it's so wrong, but like, it's just, I've done too much. I don't deserve that,
Yeah.
you know, and it's really hard to accept. And so I think I always hold on to parts of, you know, what that was damaging and hurtful, and being that that's not who I am, but that's what I did. Then it's hard to, you know, even when you guys have, you do a thing and turn each other, we'll say that you like, I was like, yeah, it's hard for me to accept.
I hear you.
what we don't wanna say.
Yeah.
We don't wanna say.
I hear you. Because honestly, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know your past.